Okay, shooting schedule. Another thing we needed to have, and none of us has ever done a shooting schedule. Well, actually, I did once for my short film. This was a 2 days shooting, and I did a shooting schedule for that. But that was, of course, much easier. So we didn't really have experience creating a shooting schedule for a feature film. But you know, that's where you just have to use your brain. You know, it's not brain surgery. It is surgery, but maybe not brain surgery, but you got to do a lot of thinking, because you got to calculate and figure out how many scenes you can shoot a day or a night and still get the entire film done. So I just looked at the script, and we tried to shoot everything as much as possible in chronological order, because in our script it escalates into violence and bloody mess and stuff. So you don't want to do a scene where there's blood involved and then go back to an earlier moment and change all the clothing and everything and shoot something that's earlier. So we pretty much went chronological as much as we could. And of course, if we had an office scene and then a scene in the kitchen and then another office scene, of course we were shooting those two office scenes back to back and then go to the kitchen. We're not crazy, right? We don't want to move all the lights and camera back and forth. But it really helped to go chronological as much as possible, also with the props, you know, because you always gotta make sure everything is in continuation. If you move something in one scene and then it goes on, you can't just have the chairs back where they were before, you know, chronological. That's where the script supervisor comes in, of course. But so I created the shooting schedule. We were shooting 9 nights in a row. Whew. We're intending to shoot 10 hours, but every time it went 12 hours. And I gotta say thank you to the crew, because they were sticking with us and they did not complain. Really awesome people, can't thank them enough, and very reliable. That's a major part. They have to be reliable, because if they don't show up the next day, you're gonna be in trouble. So our crew was awesome. So we're shooting 9 nights, and then we transitioned over into days. So we had 1 day off, or at least the crew and the cast had 1 day off. We of course had to work, but that's okay. And then we were shooting 3 more days, so 12 shooting days / nights all together. And yeah, the schedule worked out. We shot everything we needed to do. Sometimes we were kind of in a hurry to shoot as fast as possible, and I think once or twice we kind of had to compromise, because we couldn't do maybe a close-up that we wanted to shoot, or a 2-shot. We're just deciding, okay, I think we have enough footage, we can cut it together, still work. So sometimes you have to compromise, but the better the shooting schedule, and of course the more days you have. But days means more money, because you gotta rent the house another day, and the equipment and the insurance and the people and food. So you can't just shoot for 20 days thinking you can do this on a micro budget. But 12 days worked out, and yeah, that was all good. See you soon.